Welcome back in. We have one more school to go here on a Wednesday night, one more for the week. Just want to run through it one more time. This season, this school year, we changed things up a little bit, changed the order. Monday nights are Estacado, Memorial, and Liberty, Tuesday at 6 to 7:30 p.m. Tuesdays are Monterey and Coronado, 6 to 7 p.m. Wednesdays are Lubbock High, Friendship, and Lubbock Cooper, 6 to 7:30 p.m. 6 to 6:30 p.m. on Friday nights on Double T 97.3, and right here on 100.7 The Score is the West Texas Friday Night Preview Show. Same two stations carry the West Texas Friday Night Scoreboard Show, 9:30 to midnight. Archive shows can be found on the High School Fan Zone page at doubletsportsnetwork.com. And don't forget to download the 100.7 The Score mobile app to listen live or to listen to podcasts of all 8 High School Fan Zone shows. They are also posted on HubCpreps.com, which is the website I run that's separate from this, but sometimes I sneak in mentions of it. That's how I got to know a lot of the coaches and athletes before I jumped on radio, including the guy to my far left, Mike Moffit, the second-year coach at Lubbock Cooper. He's going to blush, but he's like the godfather of volleyball in Lubbock. And his sister, Jen Platten, even agreed with me on this. So either you're a really good big brother or
I'm not that. So
she wants something from
No. She's just being honest.
Here we go.
Yeah.
He's joined by Konli Johnston, who I got to know your sister very well. You're a little calmer and collected than she was. Coach brought her. Was it last year you brought her on?
Yeah.
And she was breathing fire.
Yep.
She talked a little trash. I was going to let it die down a little bit before I mentioned it. So, and Haley McCallick.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm part Irish, so I can sort of get the McCallick part right. Make sure you guys talk in there. Make sure moms and dads can hear you. I don't want to get in any trouble. This is a good week for you guys to come in, and I tried to get you last week, but Coach said he had to drive a parade. I don't know, he was in a parade or something. But it turned out well because I said this to Chip Darden today, and Chip Darden's a big fan of you guys. I think he snuck into the gym to watch you last night.
Yep.
Talk about a busy dude. He's driving tennis teams to Abilene. He's watching volleyball. You know who his dad is?
Yes,
you guys know who his dad is? It's going to be somebody who, his dad was the shallow water basketball coach for 43 years and won at least, Chuck, I'm sorry if I said this wrong, I think 2 or 3 state championships.
It's definitely something like that. And before he started that, he poured concrete for my granddad out of Lubbock and
he's a
all around the place. Oh yeah.
Well, the reason I tell you who his dad is because Coach Darden knows a lot about sports. He knows good coaches and good teams when he sees it. And he was very complimentary of you guys because we were talking before we did our football thing today. This is starting to seem a lot like last year to me. That you guys hit some bumps in the road, and then right now you kind of start to come together. And this is a younger team for you, right? I know I looked at the other day. How many juniors?
I don't know. I just know we had 2 returners off of varsity. That is my recollection. We got 4 seniors right now. So it definitely, we've got a lot of juniors getting heavy minutes, and we got sophomores. We got sophomores playing. We got a freshman on the team. So
the a lot younger than usual. First, though, just 4 players back from a team that went 4 rounds deep.
Yep.
For the 3rd year in a row, but the deepest in terms of how far you got.
Right.
And am I right about this time last year, your district record was somewhere?
Yeah, this is right where we're at. We're sitting in the same spot, sitting in 3rd, but we're the 2 small schools regardless, and then our neighboring district will be the 2, 1st and 2nd will be the small schools for them. So we're looking at Wichita Falls Memorial and Abilene Wiley again. So that's where we're looking right now. All right. If it holds how it is.
Let's get Coach to blush again here, Konli.
Uh-oh.
What's he bringing out of you guys? Because, like I said, there were some rough patches. You guys went through a little bit of a roller coaster. What's he done to kind of keep you guys engaged and getting better?
I think that he's, made us put in a lot of hard work. And, he's not made our practices easy. But, it's paid off in the end. And he's made us have a really good work ethic and want to win and fight and just go play.
What about you, Haley? Haley or Hallie?
Haley.
Okay, I want to make sure I get that part right.
Yes, it's Haley. I think he's been pushing us to just have more fun, and he has made us like work really hard. And as a team, as he said, there were only 2 returners, so we did have to put in a lot of work to come together and just fight real hard to compete.
Are you two Lubbock High, we were talking Lubbock High, are you two Lubbock Cooper lifers? Have you been there all along?
Yes.
Coach will agree with me. You guys, girls in the volleyball program in there have been pretty blessed for a long time, because you've had really good coaches, Coach Mike, Dana Hill, Carly Morrison. Those are all coaches that they're different, very different people. But man, you guys, the tradition, and can I sneak out what you told me the first time we met?
Sure. I don't remember what it was, but sure.
He's coming from Amarillo High, remember? I'm gonna get. Are you still allowed up in Amarillo?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Of course.
Coach told me that day, this was April or May, and he said, I believe Lubbock Cooper is the next West Texas Power.
Yep.
And that's incredible part to him, what's going on now, but that goes back while Carly won state last year, or state runner-up.
They were runner-up. They went.
Okay.
They went.
And I know Dana's doing good things out in the Metroplex.
Yep.
What you had an older sister. What is it about being at Lubbock Cooper that volleyball is such a big deal to you guys?
I think it's just like we all know each other really well, and like it's like the want to be as good as the year before and all that.
I can take that quote and put it on about 3 or 4 different girls that I've talked to through the years, and they say almost exactly the same thing. What about you? What's kind of motivated you to be part of this program that just keeps plugging along?
Kind of like, this is my last year, like just keep going, and kind of what Konli said, like the want to be better than the last year, like the strive to have more fun and to just do it, really.
And when I talk about volleyball, it's not just volleyball at Lubbock Cooper. Basketball girls have played in the state semifinals and the state championship recently. Sherry Colwell rides off into the sunset as a legend, the best softball season they've ever had. So something in the water out there. And you're a Lubbock guy. I don't know if you saw it back then, but you saw something because you came home. So that's going to bring us to the first break here on the Pirate Fan Zone. We'll be back right after this on 100.7 The Score.
Breaking down Lubbock Cooper sports. This is the Pirate Fan Zone podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back into the Pirate Fan Zone. I talked about the standings. I'm going to call them up here in a minute. It's not set in stone yet, but we're getting how many more matches? 3? We're getting
4.
Yep, it's
I'm
getting,
pretty sure
We got. Yeah, we should have 4 or 5 left. Yeah.
Mr. McCallick, I'm sorry I said that in public. I'm sorry. It's getting to the finish, at least the first finish line. And right now, I just called it, there, it's right at the top. There's another Moffit family member that's team's having a really good year too. At All Saints, they haven't lost a district match. I don't think they will lose a district match.
Yeah.
Let's see. And we're going to talk a little bit about this, and that's I teased him and called him the Godfather, but there's been a lot of really good volleyball coaches, not all of a sudden, but in Lubbock, and we've talked about that too, how that's kind of changed the outlook here. All right, District 3-5A, Amarillo High 12-0, Tascosa 10-1, Lubbock Cooper 8-3, Coronado 8-4. Monterey's right there at 6-6, but they've lost to Coronado twice. They've lost to Lubbock Cooper twice. It's going to be hard for them to catch you guys unless one of you two stumbles. And you guys split with Coronado. You guys have brought the best out of Coronado.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. The Coronado matches were really fun this year. And
Both of them 5 sets.
Yeah, both went 5, and then both were road wins. So that was a lot of fun, and like we've been getting more and more efficient as things have gone along. Like this with this group and knowing what we had coming back and things like that. Like we spent all of the off season and all the preseason getting really aggressive and being really bold, and then once we got into district play then we started working on being more efficient also, because we already had the right mindset. And so same thing, and just the Coronado matches really epitomize that. That's our best examples of what that looks like to be successful in that exact way is the Coronado matches, and then especially winning the second one at their place was huge for us. So we feel like we're definitely going the right direction.
I mentioned the coaching has gotten really good, and part of that's because y'all are like connected.
Sure.
And I think y'all like each other.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's different than some other sports. So help me with the connections. What's your connection to Candy?
With Candy, just a really good friend. Like I did lessons with her daughter and that kind of stuff through, and we've coached with some of the same volleyball clubs. And
so you coached her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She coached Caitlin Anderson.
Yep.
Who am I missing?
I'd say I had Caitlin Anderson in 12 and unders when she was 10, 11, 12. So I've had her for then, and then played against her when we were at Estacado, and she was playing at Lubbock Cooper. So. Yeah,
do you guys remember Coach Caitlin? Was she around when you were?
Not when I was in high school. I don't know about.
No, not in high school.
Yeah. So I'm going to make sure I get everybody right here. Amy goes back with you guys a ways too. Amy Mangum from Friendship.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm great friends with Amy and all them, and then Levi that replaced Amy at Shallowater is a great friend of ours, and then
who's very close
Jen's
to Tyler
my sister,
Neal.
and of course, Tyler had a ton of success at Trinity, and it's really good volleyball. Like it's all good stuff.
Nina. Did Nina play with
Nina, we're too close in age. Like I shouldn't have coached Nina, but I coached Nina in club when I was like 19. She was like 18, something like that.
And Nina's got a really good team again that won a state championship last year. So again, I'll go back to what I asked you guys about volleyball being a big deal at Lubbock Cooper. It's a big deal in Lubbock, and that's when I was at the AJ way back before y'all were even around. When Coach was in high school. I'm old. I don't remember, but now Patty Jones had a really good program at Coronado, but it wasn't really widespread. Yeah. You guys see all these girls in club and all that. How competitive is it in the summer and then when you get into high school season?
I think it's like really competitive because we all play together in the summer. Like I've played with a bunch of Monterey girls and like a bunch of my teammates now, which it's not competitive at school, but like I just think it's really competitive because then you all want to beat each other whenever we go and play in the school season, and that's when it like truly matters.
What about you?
Basically what Konli said, like it's very, very competitive. I've been playing for a while, so I made a ton of friends, and it's kind of hard like going against each other because you both want to win, and so you kind of have to be enemies with each other for like an hour, and then you're friends afterwards.
And that other connection, now Coach wasn't back here yet, but he did say he coached Caitlin. Oh, yeah. He's known Caitlin for a while. Y'all grew up with a lot of the Liberty girls. And you see how had the high school not opened, it would be a pretty powerful. They are a very powerful team. You guys haven't played them, and I know that's by design.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Have you paid attention to Liberty much?
I have. I think they're doing really good. And I like played club with one of their setters, and she's doing really good. So
yeah, there's not many players on their team that aren't very good at what they do. So that's going to wrap us up in the second segment. We're going to talk more about what the Lady Pirates have coming up, and then what they did in the playoffs last year, and obviously what the goal is to maybe do that and a little bit more when we come back in the Pirate Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score.
Bringing you the latest news from Lubbock Cooper Athletics. This is the Pirate Fan Zone podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back in. We've got one more segment of the Pirate Fan Zone tonight and the High School Fan Zone this week. So last year, Lubbock Cooper, same thing. Finishing third place, the number one seed in Division II. Sometimes it starts to confuse me. Sometimes football does things a little bit better in that regard. Where they just split them up to begin with. And you go your way. But you figure, Mike, besides was math your class that you?
I'm certified in everything but math. Okay. So put it that way.
You're pretty good at playoff math.
We can predict where things are headed. Yeah.
So third place, but the number one seed, and just started. Played well at the end of the season. He just started playing well in the playoffs. You just mentioned, did you lose your very first?
Yeah, we lost set one against Wichita Falls Memorial in round one, and then that took some gut check from certain kids. Bird Moffit, Eddie Southern were two of the bigger ones that were kind of stomping their feet between those sets and are like, this is not happening. Yep. So step up right now.
And sometimes with a first-year coach, that can help. So got 4 rounds deep. Who did you lose to?
Argyle.
And what did Argyle do after that?
3 in a row with them. They actually just went one more and then fell off. So,
because since you are the godfather, and since Lubbock volleyball keeps getting better, the next step.
Yep.
And Amy Mangum will attest to this, because Friendship had that great season last year. Y'all got to play 4 rounds. Friendship got to go beat an El Paso team, and you know who they had to play in the second round? Byron Nelson,
yep.
The number 1 ranked team in the country, not in Texas, in the country. You can't just look at a team and say, okay, we'll just do this and we'll go beat them. It's got to take some time. And these girls will be in college or later on, but what will it take to get Lubbock teams to where now Caitlin and Liberty may be the ones that break that ceiling.
It's there for them, and with style of play with us. I mean, we've got really, really high end potential on what we could do as well. Just the way we're playing right now with our serving and our aggression and getting more efficient on the other parts of volleyball, but with our serving right now, I mean, we can get hot. So that's something that, you can kind of generate. There's not a ton of upsets in volleyball in our sport, but the path to that runs through serving. So I think we're at least approaching it in the right way.
And I think y'all can feed off of girls basketball out here a little bit and take that underdog chip on the shoulder. And your Lubbock Cooper girls a few years ago, they were playing in the same district with the best player in the country and came about that close to winning a state championship. I think that can work in volleyball. When you play in tournaments with a lot of Metroplex teams, you sometimes use that chip on your shoulder to show them what West Texas is about?
Yeah, I think we do, because we played Byron Nelson's JV, in which they're really good too.
Wild.
And I just think it was kind of like we had to show up and show them what we can do too.
What about you?
Yeah. I agree. We had to show up, show them what we could do, and we really didn't have anything to lose. It was a tournament, it wasn't district. So I think we really just mainly had a lot of fun together, and their JV was insanely good, and so I can't imagine their varsity. But yeah, I think we had nothing to lose, so we just went for it and had fun.
You guys want to know what David and Goliath is, right? Good spiritual girls here. To me, that's West Texas is always going to be David until you're not.
Yep.
Until somebody breaks. Now, Monterey girls won a state championship last year. Your girls almost did in basketball. I'm excited and eager, and I'm glad that Mike's here. I'm glad that Nina and Tyler and Jen are coaching, and KPA coaches one of y'all's prodigies too.
Well, we got them all over the place.
And then in the public schools, Amy's great. I just feel like it's coming. I think in UIL, it's happened in TAPS. It's going to keep happening in TAPS. It's a little bit different animal. I just feel like in UIL, with the way you guys get teams ready, it's
definitely going in the right direction. And you look at those teams that get better as the course of the season goes along. And that doesn't always happen. They come off a club and then they get a little break and then they come in, they're really hot, and then sometimes it fizzles. But when you look at the high school teams that are getting better and better, I think that's a product of being intentional on the coaching side too, and having the girls have the right attitude, which is what we've got right now.
So no pressure, but this old media dude wants to see you guys. I think it's going to be exciting when it happens. It could happen. Lubbock Cooper's knocking on that.
That's right.
Ceiling. I think Liberty will get a chance to do that. And I think other teams will start to do it. I think it's going to be really cool when Coach was up in Amarillo when they've been doing it for a while.
Oh yeah.
You got to state once?
No, I was there. We were a game away a couple times.
Okay.
So it was one of those things when Randall went, it was having to come through us a couple times.
Coach is pretty competitive too. I think he's like. I want to see if we can get Lubbock Cooper volleyball back on maybe in a few weeks when we get closer to where they're headed. So that wraps us up tonight and this week on the High School Fan Zone. We'll be back next Monday with Estacado Memorial and Liberty. Mr. Randy Rosetta, and this is 100.7 The Score.